your music live. It's your music live.
Ding is right. Welcome to Your Music Live here on Studio Live today, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors and friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're looking to release your music to iTunes, to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to all the places, DistroKid got you covered. And if you use the link up there, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Who's ready to rock? Yeah, we got some amazing tunes, 2 hours of great independent music from all around the world, all the genres, all the folks. And we're going to kick things off here with Sean McLevy. And he's got a track here called It's a Beautiful Day, because it is, here on Your Music Live.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. She said, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. She said, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Beauty's lying in the sun, never seem to be undone. Cracks in lovers never show, never seem to let go. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I say, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Midnight comes and midnight goes. Every day the north wind blows. Every morning, every day. Our humble life is here to stay. Midnight comes and midnight goes. Every day the north wind blows. Midnight comes and midnight goes. Every day the north wind blows. Midnight comes and every day. Our humble life is here to stay.
Sean McLevy getting us started in a nice, smooth kind of way there with It's a Beautiful Day here on Your Music Live, brought to you by DistroKid, and we do thank DistroKid for their support. Here's how this show works. Because DistroKid are awesome, we get to hang out here for 2 hours. We play your music. We play about 1 to 2 minutes of each song. We get through about 40 to 50 tracks in the 2 hours, and you get a little sample of some amazing independent artists, some that you may have heard before, some that you've never heard before, and that's the cool thing. We accept all genres here. As long as you're not preaching any hate, then we're all good. We're all happy. So that was a good example there from Sean of done in GarageBand on iPhone. And I know there's plenty of iOS GarageBand users out there who also create amazing music on GarageBand iOS. Let's move on to our next track. This is someone who requires very little introduction. If you've been around the channel for a while, if you heard the little theme music about 3 minutes ago, that is done by Mr. Mark Cronksong Lovell. And he says, "Hi Pete, hope you are well. Hope you like this simple GarageBand song about someone who doesn't fit in with the conventions of society." Actually, that is pretty much all of us, probably. Yeah, I like to think so. Weird is the new normal. And in fact, there's no such thing as normal, let's be honest. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is the one and only Kronk song with Beautiful and Bright on Your Music Live.
In Sunday school, you were the only one that broke the rule. Everybody else was good as gold, and they all did what they were told, but not you. You were your own person. You knew wrong from right, but you didn't want to be reminded
The one and only Kronk song there with Beautiful and Bright. What an uplifting way to start the day and to start another week of Your Music Live. Are you new around here? Do you need to know the 10-4 on what goes on? The 10-4? Do you need to know the lowdown on how things work? Well, what we do is we play 2 hours of your music. It's pre-submitted. Those folks who are going to be played here today have submitted their song using the form down in the description, or they've gone to studiolivetoday.com/YML. So you can do that right now, and your song may be featured on a future show. However, we also have 2 opportunities on every show for you to have your song played right here, right now, today. That's our Play My Firebeat segment. That's coming up soon. We also have a bunch of cool cover songs. We got our patented toilet break. It's going to be all happening. I'm in a good mood today. I'm fired up. I hope you're ready to rock and roll. With this man, Mr. Marcus Cannell, always bringing the awesome. And this time around, Marcus says, "Hello, this is my first song in B flat major, I think. It was fun to try that key out. A little tricky, but fun." All right. Well, I'm down with this. So let's give this one a spin. Oh, I've got to get my stuff together here. Copy and paste, Johns. I pasted in the link to this show, and that would have gotten a weird and inception-y, so we didn't want to play that. Let's jump on over and take a listen to this one called Gemini. Marcus Cannell bringing the melodic metal on Your Music Live. The one and only Marcus Cannell there. Yeah, what an uplifting kind of start. Again, I never plan these things out particularly well, but sometimes songs just group themselves together, and those first 3 opening numbers, come on. Just that galloping feel that you get from Marcus's tracks, like that real pushing along. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, very cool stuff there. From the one and only Marcus Cannell. Yeah, always killer guitars and great videos. Excellent stuff there from Marcus Cannell. We are going to hear from our sponsors DistroKid in just a hot minute, but we got another couple of tracks to play, including this one. Let's jump over to Germany. I saw something exciting, and I'm pretty sure it was public, but I think this young lady by the name of P.A., pronounce it alternative. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jade, but I think she may be on an interview show on your channel very soon, which is very cool. I'd love to hear more about the backstory of P.A. because she's kind of crushing. She's hit this community by storm, and we've played maybe 10 to 12 of her tracks, and they are always fire, and I'm sure this is no exception. She says, "Back Again is a song meaning so much because it feels like a summary of all the pain my sister and I have been through. Time to reveal a bit more about my own darkness, which is inspiring my voice since day one." P.A. pronounce it alternative on Your Music Live.
Deep and nobody's around. I'm lost somewhere, it's cold inside of me, but I'm back again. Cool earth and stranded mind. I have to breathe in to feel the light. I seem to lose and win again. I'm afraid to lose that feeling. Falling down, rolling down that path again. Is there any way to find out where it leads me? Is there any way to find out where it leads me? The mist, the crowd, how can I see? How to find a road again? How to find a road again? How to find a road again? Since I know I have been living in a dream. In and out, my thoughts go round and back again. Back again.
PA, pronounced alternative here on Your Music Live. And just like all the other artists we play here today, I've done the hard work for you. I've put all the links to this stuff down in the description. So if you're watching along and you're like, I don't know who was played, how do I get in touch with them? I want to go and listen to their entire back catalogue. You can do it. Just jump down to the description, go and follow PA on the various platforms. I recommend YouTube because she creates some amazing videos, and the little travelogue there's definitely a story behind that one. And we might hear a little more about it perhaps because Jade Starr is indeed interviewing PA on her show this week, which is very cool. So thank you for that. A little bit of extra housekeeping. Jade mentioned that Marcus Cannell has a new EP. He is releasing with DistroKid. Yeah, I've been saying to Marcus for years that he needs to release his music to the world, and he's finally signed up and about to release with DistroKid. So that means he's a very, very smart man. Sean McLevy, who we opened with, says, hi guys, just got in. Saying hi from the UK. Thanks for playing. It's beautiful. It was a great opener, my friend. It really kicked off the show in style. Speaking of style, there is no one more stylish than this man. Boom. Metalhead Hippie, I hope you are doing well, my friend. I was going to make some metal for the Metalhead Hippies metal show coming up, but I read through the rules 4 times and I still don't quite understand it. Oh, but just joshing you, Jeff. I think I have to leave it unlisted, then make it private, then make it public 4 minutes before the start of the show. We'll get there. It'll be fine. Let's go with some more music before I get in trouble with the hippie, because he's got a community that would come after me. If I started teasing Jeff, his Metalhead Hippie community would definitely come after me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, Jeff, the Metalhead Hippie, has his own shows, several shows. He plays some epic music 3 times a week, I think, at the moment, Jeff. So jump on over to the Metalhead Hippie if you want to hear some metal. And what a good segue, because guess what? We're about to play some metal right now. And when I think metal in this community, I think only one name, and that's Ramo Baramia. And Ramo has a track. He says, this is an instrumental track. I'm still deciding if I should add vocals or not. Thanks for having me on my show. In Thrash, we trust. Love it. In Thrash, we trust. This is Devastation. This is Ramo Baramia on Your Music Live. Wow, what an epic, I love that break. Yeah, so what do you reckon? Does it need lyrics? Mark says screaming for lyrics. Yeah, I'm thinking like a like a kind of Metallica style lyrics because it's just so thrashy and so cool. Yeah, Ramo brings it for sure, like an audio version. I know. I had this. This is my second coffee of the day, and I probably could have just listened to an extra Baramia track and probably wouldn't have needed it. Nah, coffee's good. Nice. I know. How good was the change? Need some Joe Glenn recorder. I reckon so. Some Joe Glenn recorder and some native flute from Randy Windtalker. That would be East meets West in a big bad way, wouldn't it? That would be very, very clashy, but in a great way. I hope everyone's having a good time. Man, the music is good here today. I've got to tell you, it's amazing stuff. We're going to play a tune here now, and then we're going to hear from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, because guess what? They keep the lights on around here, and we thank them for it. They are awesome folks, and if you want to release your music, I recommend using DistroKid. If you're not quite ready to release using DistroKid, they have a free service called slaps.com, which I'll tell you about in a moment, and I'm going to start a new segment here today. It's our Slaps Showcase, where artists who are sharing their songs on Slaps get showcased right here on the show. Oh, be thankful you're not sitting actually in front of me now, because you would have been sprayed just then. But we're going to play a Joey Cyclone. And first of all, Joey, congratulations on a creepy looking little bit of album art right there. So Joey says, "Hi Pete, 30 years ago, this was an indie guitar pop song recorded by the band I was in at school, complete with a cringe-worthy teenage lyrics. I've changed it up a bit, recorded in GarageBand on my iPad. The spoken word bit was created in the Speak For Me app. Cheers from Joey." So to kick us off here with our Slaps Showcase, this is Joey Cyclone and Why Don't You Just Go Away? But don't. Stay here, hang out. Your Music Live is on the air. Why don't you just go away? Joey Cyclone there on slaps.com sharing the goodness. And yeah, I like it. The percussion in that one was super cool and really nicely done there. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it, Will. I dig it, Frank. Hello. Mike and Dawn Janice, hello to you. You're unbelievable. Yeah, it's got a bit of that vibe to it. You're unbelievable. But yeah. Really, really cool stuff there. And while we're here on Slaps, did you know that Slaps is brought to you by our friends at DistroKid? Yeah, if you want to release your music to all the platforms, look how many platforms they put it out to. I don't even know all these logos, but we've got Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, I can see YouTube Music, Pandora, TikTok, Tidal. It's all there. Twitch. You could use your music everywhere. So with DistroKid, you just upload it to one place. You sign up for their wonderful yearly plans from as little as $19.99 per year. and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any plan using the link down in the description. However, if you're not quite ready to go all the way with DistroKid, you can join up to slaps.com for free and do what Joey has done. Upload your songs here because you can upload them for free. You can put as many on there as you want. However, you do have to keep this comment to track ratio above 5. That just means that for every song you put up there, you have to engage with 5 other people's songs. And I think that's actually super cool because it creates this cool community of engagement. As you saw there, you can throw fire on people's songs and that puts these little dots. You can save them. Sharing is a breeze because all you do is hit that button, copy the link and paste it wherever you want. And you can even comment on people's tracks. So I can come down and say, total fire, just played this on YML. Thanks for sharing. And there you go. Joey gets a notification that I've gone ahead and done that. And you can post your songs. It's as easy as hitting the button there, putting your track title, uploading your album artwork and your audio file, and you're good to go. You can have all of your tracks saved here. It's great for sharing demos, for sharing original mixes, even your final tracks. It is just a fantastic place to share. There you go. There's my latest song, Grown. I shared it first on slaps.com from DistroKid. We thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of this show. Let's grab our next song. This is from Canada Bambino. So Bambino is child or baby, Bambino. So Canada, Kinada. I don't know what that means, but if there's a translation, let us know. They say, this is a track from my first album I just released. It was made in Logic Pro, and I hope you enjoy. I've had a listen to this. I really dug it. So let's give this one a spin, shall we now? This is Hopelessness, Happiness on Your Music Live. What a bop, right? Yeah, very cool. Yeah, upbeat, peppy. I want more too. I know. Johns turns it down and everyone boos. But the good news is that you can check out that and all the other tracks on that album down in the description. Just follow the links. Follow the bouncing ball. Follow the links. Get yourself over. That was so cool. Yeah, amazing. Like, okay, I say this every week, but we've got the usual suspects in the crowd here who have shared a bunch of songs and they make amazing stuff. And then people just come out of the woodwork. Like, how is there just seems to be limitless talent in the independent music space. And I'm at the point now, I don't even know what's happening out there in the quote-unquote real world because there's too much cool indie stuff going on. And I kind of feel super cool. It's the only way I feel cool in my life is that I know all of these cool underground artists, and that's who I listen to when I'm just hanging out in my spare time. This is who I listen to, all the artists that we play here. I'll rock some TJ Zindel. I'll crack out to some, I'll play some Jonathan Linton. I'll play some Jade Starr. I love her new Metheus track. Like, there's all sorts of cool music going on around here. Anyway, I do miss hearing those sort of vibes. Where's our penguin? QB the penguin. We haven't heard from you for like a couple of months, and I'm a little bit worried about our penguin friend. So QB, where you at? All right. We'll play one more song and then we're going to do our Play My Fire beat. So get your typing fingers ready. We'll give you the code word straight after this song. And you can you can put your name into the hat, the virtual hat. So the way that works is that you put the hashtag in the chat, and then if you're successful, we play one of your songs right here, right now on the show today. But before that, let's play this one from Klazo, who says, me and my friend wanted to create a song that has house sounds, but also calming sounds where everyone can listen to in their house, driving their car, etc. We used Ableton to create our sounds. Nothing wrong with a bit of Ableton. I don't understand it. I don't know how it works, but people that use it make cool sounds like this one. Colozo and Sloan, Sunrise on Your Music Live. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, very laid back, very sparse, and it's a good example of why you don't need all the things all the time to get yourself a cool mix. A lot of us, including myself, definitely myself, we go overboard. You create something and you're like, oh, but what if I just add? But what if I just add? But what if I just add? Sometimes you don't actually need that all. Like listen to some of the most classic songs of all time. Very often they are sparse. They have a lot of space to breathe, and a lot of room. So yeah, very, very, very cool. I like it. A bit like a lullaby. Getting late here. Hello, Croc Song. Yes, I know it's late for our friends over in the UK and Europe. It is. I know it's getting on. It's about 11:30 p.m. So thank you for hanging out with us and enjoying some tunes here with us on Your Music Live. We're going to do our Play My Fire beat segment right now. I'm just going to set this things up and let's go. Let's see if we can summon QB the Penguin, who's like one of our favorite artists around the community here, by using Penguin. Hashtag Penguin, Penguin. If you put hashtag Penguin, I like to call them penguins, hashtag Penguin in the chat, that'll give you a chance to win our first Play My Fire beat segment of the day. There'll be another one in the second half, but the way this works is if you win, all you need to do is put your artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the song, and I'll go and dig it up and find it. No links, please, because you know what happens when we open up for links. Yeah. Prawnbot Central. We don't want the prawnbots, we just want the penguins. So if you put hashtag penguin in just as Wyatt W official, don't be listening to the unofficial Wyatt W. If you just put hashtag penguin in there, you'll have a chance to have a song played of your choice coming right up. But before then, let's grab ourselves another track while we wait for folks to enter the keyword. And this one, I think this is an artist that we haven't heard before either. Artist by the name of Too Drastic, and they say an acoustic emo track by Too Drastic, featuring the lead singer of Metro Station, Mason Musso, on the chorus, and going back and forth in the second verse. It's a cracking tune. I was listening to it this morning in the pre-show, and I really dig it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. It is called Everything or Nothing. Too Drastic here on Your Music Live.
narcissistically listen to my own tune. My thoughts consume me. Everything I thought I knew about myself.
Let go, you don't know what it's gonna take till the break you.
Let go, you don't know what it's gonna take till they break you. Never gonna give up in my blood. Even if I die young, I'm on one. Let go, you don't know what it's gonna take till they break you. Never gonna give up in my blood. Even if I die young, I'm on one.
You don't know what it's gonna take till they break you. Never gonna give up in my blood. Even if I die young, I'm on one.
How cool is that? I did play it. You can tell I was listening to it beforehand because I played it for about 50 seconds in, but that means that you got to hear the end of it. And yeah, how nice is it? Very kind of 90s, a little bit pop punk, but definitely some emo vibes there. Is it My Bloody Valentine? Was that the name of the band? Sounds a little bit like. Very cool stuff though. I like it. Yes, pop rock central for the win. Yeah, by the way, Clint, Phantom Agents just said, oh no, I've already got a track on. That's okay. You can get a double play. Even if you have a song on the playlist, please do still enter because we're more than happy, because it's all random, more than happy for you to have a second song. In fact, it is now time. So you've got yourself about 10 seconds left to put hashtag penguin in the chat, PENGUIN, and then we'll hit the button and we'll draw the winner of our first Play My Fire beat. You know what we'll do? We'll go back to the start of that track from Too Drastic. Just so that we've got some background music to play while we spin the wheel, if I can find the right link. There they are. Everything or Nothing. Why is it playing from halfway through all the time?
Halfway down the driveway.
That's a completely different song. Maybe we won't go with that. Don't want to play someone's song if we don't have permission for it. Let's come and spin the wheel. Let's play. Where are we? There we are. I'll just have to do some musical sound effects here. We've got 20 entrants. Good luck, everybody. Let's see whose song we are going to play today. Who we gonna play today? It might be Mike and Dawn, or it could be Frank Terzo. However, it's Howling Fret Fumbler. Howling Fret Fumbler is going to have a track as our Play My Fire beat. I don't think you've won the Play My Fire beat before, so congratulations. All you need to do is let us know your artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of your song. Just throw that right here in the chat. I will go and dig it up, and then we will give that one a spin after this next one. So we'll give you some time to decide what you're going to play for us while we play this one from Stephen Galente, who says, Losing It is a composition about the emotional ups and downs brought on by a series of personal tragedies. Please, if you can, start playback at 2 minutes 15. We can do exactly that because this is a 7-minute song, which is about 3 of my songs. I love it when folks can produce amazing music and it's super long because I'm like, wow, yeah. If I have a song over 3 minutes, I think I've achieved something. Let's give this one a spin. Stephen Galente and Losing It on Your Music Live. is the absolute best kind of chaotic mayhem. Really, really cool stuff there from Stephen Galente. What? Yeah. So what is the name of that one? It is called Losing It. Yeah, very, very fitting name as well. And if you don't want to lose the link to that one so you can go and check it out in your own time, then go and check out the description. I've got all the songs linked down there. Yeah, right? Totally cool. Everyone definitely digging on that one, and you'll need to go back and check that one out post the show. Looks like Howling Fret Fumbler has selected their song, but I'll just need a couple of minutes to go and find it. So let's play another track while I dig that one up here. And we'll spin this one from the artist. This is from Sumi. Sumi is a songwriter and jazz vocalist from India. Her co-writer Russ Lucas and producer is from Las Vegas. The Wolves is not just another Big Bad Wolf song, but instead pushes the edge of today's political control of people's lives and money by the Big Wall Street. Ooh, by the Big Wall Street banksters. is that a cross between gang? Getting all choked up. Banksters, I like that. It's all about the money. Classic 12-bar blues style, rock style, as well as some old rock and roll, made more sophisticated with some nice key change. There you go, and a few jazz-oriented tricks. So who's ready to get their jazz on? I am. This is Sumi. I think a first-timer here on Your Music Live, and a track called The Wolves. Sumi, Your Music Live.
Look out, the wolves surround you. Watch out, they prepare to pounce on you. Look out, watch out, sneak out, now, move out. You need to make a head start. Speak out. You never wonder later why not. Move out. Speak out. The wolves are ready. Where's your money now? Tell mama's words that will ring loud and clear. The world and what it seems you gotta choose what to believe. What to believe. Daggers out, halos down. All the wolves were getting out. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Say now, are all those niceties what they are? Hey now, are you the center of a jackpot? Say now, hey now, stay down, watch out, stand quiet.
Wowzers, if your foot's not tapping, your fingers not clicking, your head's not bobbing when you hear some cool 12-bar blues jazziness just like that, then you're probably not alive. I think that should actually be a test for folks before we hire anyone. You just need to play that song to them, and if they are just sitting there motionless, they don't get the job. What a weird transition, but you know what I mean? All of our politicians should have to go through that. They should have that song played to them, and unless they get into the groove, they don't get to run for office at all. That's the test. That's just what you got to do. Because unless you can groove to some music like that, you're probably not. You're not our kind of people. This all got very separatist all of a sudden, didn't it? Yes. How dare you not like music? But you know what I mean. Yeah. All right, let's play this tune. Howling Fret Fumbler was the winner of our Play My Fire Beat, and they've decided they would like to play their tune called 17 Years. I'll read a little from the description. Song for my lovely wife to celebrate our 17th wedding anniversary. We had a year-long honeymoon backpacking around the world, and this song references that and some of the highlights since then, including our singing son. Very cool stuff indeed. So let's take a listen to this one. Howling Fret Fumbler, 17 years on Your Music Live.
17 years and a curtain ring, golden leaves and a red hot spring, a few words in less and a few in Singapore. I want some more. Gonna cut canvas and Williamson rock, Kuno steam Yokohama dock, a few words here and a few in a pocketbook. Take a look. Old and crinkly, nearly one half blind, cold and creaky, nearly losing my mind. Singing sun and golden sands, music, yoga and holding hands, patterns woven in a tapestry, another 17 for me. Hey! Old and crinkly, nearly one half blind, cold and creaky, nearly losing my mind. 17 years and a curtain ring, golden leaves and a red hot spring, a few words in S and a few in Singapore. I want some more. Gonna cut canvas and Williamson rock, Kuno steam Yokohama dock, a few words here and a few in a pocketbook. Take a look. Old and crinkly, nearly one half blind, cold and creaky,
Hello, this is
nearly
Fret
losing
Fumbler.
my mind. Singing sun and golden sands, music, yoga and holding hands, patterns woven in a tapestry, another 17 for me. Yeah.
There you go. Great stuff there, Howling Fret Fumbler with 17. Had to play the whole thing, just didn't seem appropriate to not. Good stuff there if you want to go and relive that one, because it was a bit of a jam, yeah? Jump down to the description. I've just added it in there to the description as our Play My Firebeat track for this first segment. But do not fear, do not run away with your tail between your legs just yet, because in the second half, we've got yet another chance for you to have your song featured right here, right now, today on Your Music Live. And Your Music Live could not be done. We could not bring the show to you week after week without the wonderful support of these folks up here, Little Gremlin, DistroKid. If you would like to check out DistroKid to release your music, if Howling Fret Fumbler wanted to get that one out there to the world, all he would need to do is sign up to DistroKid for as little as $19.99 per year, saving 7% off the first year by using that link, and then just upload an unlimited amount of songs, EPs, and albums, and they would be out there to the world, the Spotify's, the Apple Musics, all the places. So we thank DistroKid for their wonderful support of Your Music Live. Next up, we have Cody Bradley, who says, "Hey Pete, this is Cody Bradley from Cody Bradley Music." It's a lot of Cody Bradleys. Lots of things has happened this month, and I haven't been able to participate in Songtember this year, but I have been able to get something started, just not fully done. So let's listen to a little. We've got 30 seconds here, but I wanted to give this one a spin because I love the contributions, and for everyone who even got anything over the line, I just wanted to highlight the fact that even if you didn't get a whole song done in the month of September for our big Songtember Song in a Month challenge, guess what? Cody's now got this 30 seconds that he can build on in Rocktober and Epic Vember. Cody Bradley, Your Music Live. Short and sweet there from Cody Bradley. That's definitely something I like. I like that chord progression. I love a good 1-7-4-5 or whatever that is. I failed music theory. But yeah, you build around that. There you go. Start throwing some instruments at it. Make some lyrics. Get cracking, Cody. Good stuff. Keep doing your thing, my friend. Next up, we have. I've got to say this really carefully. Sexzema. They say, made by me in GarageBand, I wrote the song wishing more people would hold my hand when I was anxious, so I knew I had support. Yeah, something that many of us can attest to. Anxiety. I've wrote a song about anxiety. Many people write about anxiety. It's a dick. But this is called Anxiety, TEA, from Sexzima, and we're going to give it a spin right here, right now on Your Music Live after the ad on SoundCloud. Did I mention that slaps.com doesn't have any ads? And you can also share your music to slaps.com for free? Just saying. Let's give this one a spin here. Sexzima, Your Music Live.
I don't know what I expected when things been playing with my head. You may feel disregarded, so let's go back where it started. Please don't just stand there and watch me lose my mind. Outstretched hands I will grasp with gratitude every time. Let's put on a happy face and just smile. Let's go to our happy place, stay for a while. Think about your favorite things and just smile. Try to find yourself a friend and be wild. Let's put on a happy face and just smile. Let's go to our happy place, stay for a while. Think about your favorite things and just smile. Try to find yourself a friend and be wild. I don't know what I expected.
What a bop. Yeah, I dig it. Very good stuff. Yeah, good use of GarageBand, really well produced, but still kind of raw. And I like that. I like that raw edginess to that song. I think it really represented it well. And the mood changes, like the change up between the kind of mellow bits and the really full-on bits, really worked for the song. So excellent stuff there from Sexzima with Anxiety on Your Music Live. Yeah, a bit of a dusty... I agree, Dusty Springfield-ish. Absolutely. Hello, Christopher Rossi. Yeah, punchy, great harmonies, cool vocals, very good stuff. And it's another one I think folks will go and take a listen to by checking out the description, where you'll find all of the songs we've played on this very show, including this next one. I mentioned this bloke earlier. His name's Jonathan Linton, and he always rocks, but he's a man of few words. This one, he says, Alice in Chains inspired grunge rock. I couldn't think of anything that I would enjoy more than a bit of Alice in Chains inspired grunge rock right now. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Jonathan Linton and All Alone here on Your Music Live. Are you ready to rock?
Paradise, shout
Cool stuff there from Jonathan Linton. I got to admit, I don't listen to Jonathan's tunes before I play them here. He's reached trusted status, just like folks like Michael, aka Zealand Band, like Kronk Song. There's Tremor Bear. There's folks here that I just know that I'm going to dig their tunes. I don't need to do any quality control. I don't need to do anything. I just hit play and off we go. Yeah, how good were the vocal harmonies and the like the pitching of that? And here's the thing, like whether you agree with tuning vocals or not, I'm not even sure that Jonathan's using any, because once you have that vibrato, auto-tune doesn't work. So you can't auto-tune your vibrato. So I think that was all natural. Very cool stuff, irregardless. Hello, Caps the Lamb. Hello, Folk and Blueser. Hello to some folks. Michael Thompson, Chris Lane Sr. Anyone I haven't said g'day to. It's not because you're not awesome. It's because we got so much. We got wall-to-wall epic music. And as I was chatting with Thomas Christ, and he was like, he needs to change the name his show. He needs to be less talk, more rock. And I'm like, yeah, I reckon that's the way to go. Let's talk more rock, and let's play some more rock for you right now. This is Patrick Clemence, who says, hey Pete, this is a little piece of music written especially for a wonderful Zumba teacher named Natasha here in Monte Carlo. I'm sorry, but can everyone just, at the moment, just think about how cool the concept of a Zumba teacher called Natasha in Monte Carlo is, right? I hope you enjoy this piece of music. Pete, once again, thank you for the hard work and invaluable advice you give us every day. Well, thank you, my friend, because we're going to play this little piece of yours. It is called Facing the Waves. Patrick Clemence, Your Music Live. Patrick is an absolute magician when it comes to constructing amazing tunes like that. Very nice. I love the way that it still had a strong beat, so I can imagine that like you could do some Zumba or some dancing around to it, but it's it still has that melodic feel and that kind of mellowness to it, which is awesome stuff. Yeah, some Latin rhythms and some groove going on there. Thank you, Clint Kelleher, Mr. Phantom Agents. Thanks for being here, and sorry you got to run, but that's what replays are for. If you would like to support me in the channel here, a couple of things you can do. Check out our wonderful sponsors. We've talked about them. Hitting that little thumbs up button, that tells the YouTube robots to tell the other YouTube robots that we're having a show here. And it's interesting that for as long as I've been doing this, which is more than 2 years now, with more than 120 shows, there's still folks that are finding us. So Luna Light here says, I never knew you did this, gutted I've missed past ones. So if you want to make sure other folks are not gutted so that they don't miss future shows, make sure you share. Because Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. So please go ahead and share the show. Hit the thumbs up button if you dig it. And join us every week. We're here every single week on a Sunday afternoon or evening, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. UTC, and at the moment, around about 9 a.m. on the east coast of Australia. Let's play this one. This is Mad Musician Magician. Cool name. Recorded on my phone through the Dolby On app. Played in FAC FCE guitar tuning. Cool. At 417 hertz on my year 2000 Gibson Epiphone 12-string natural acoustic guitar. And the way I'm playing sounds as if I'm singing, but it's only the guitar that's doing the singing. That sounds intriguing. I love an intro that tells a story, and that one definitely does. So let's take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Mad Musician Magician on Your Music Live. Exactly that, Mark. It takes your mind places. My mind was starting to wander as I was listening to that. It was just like, I don't know, there was something about that. I don't know if it's the tone, like the different tuning and being at 417 hertz instead of the 440, not 420. But yeah, I really dug it. I like it. Well done. Good. Yeah, very doorsy, very like folksy, old school 70s kind of vibe. Good stuff there from Mad Musician Magician. That's a lot of M's. Triple M. Right, we're going to move on because we've got 2 more songs, and then we're going to have our midpoint toilet break because we are we're past the halfway point, so we better get a wriggle on. And we're going to play this one. This is someone who we played in the past, haven't heard from for a little while, but they always produce amazing music. Out of Canada, it's Mr. Colin Stanton, who says, what could be more rewarding than sharing a new song that came upon me over the last week or so, and to share it with my surrogate family of very cool artists and creators. Thanks, Pete. Always appreciate you for sharing our tunes. Well, thank you to you, Colin, because as I always say, it is your music live, not my music live, and it would be a bit of a boring show if it was just my music every week. So you folks are the stars of this show. And this one is called, let's give it a crack here, Circumnambulistic Static. Colin Stanton, Your Music Live.
Everything's in motion as it should be. Planetary motion rotating me, turning me around, helping me see my insecurities. Everything's in motion, you and me, asking questions of what will be, wondering if we'll survive.
one and only Colin Stanton. Always something cool, always something different, but always high quality stuff there. I would recommend going and checking out the full song down in the description. Yeah, go listen to it after the show. You got about 1 hour, and then you can go back. What a lot of folks do is they do a bit of a review. They watch Your Music Live, and then they'll go back through the list, and they'll go, oh yeah, I remember that one. Go over and listen to the whole thing. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more, and hit the like button and leave comments and do all that stuff. So it's really cool that sometimes after the show, I'll go and I'll check out all of the songs. And there's folks from this community that are there commenting not only on this show, but on other people's songs. All right, that was the penultimate song of the first half. This is the ultimate song. This is the last one of our first half. And this one was really interesting. Even the description's interesting. The Oppressors, they say, this song was made by us about a kid in our class who has anger issues. One day we passed him at the laundromat and he was yelling and swearing because the soda machine was broken. Coincidentally, we came up with the melody at the same place one evening, and then everything else kind of just fell into piece by piece, and here we are now. So interesting concept for a song writing about. So let's take a listen to this one. It's called The Larry Tale here on Your Music Live.
Harry walked into the laundromat. He tried to buy a Coke, but they were out of stock and he got really sad. He drove down the road, reached in his pocket, he did do, he pulled out a gun, he put it against his head. Pulled the trigger, tasted the afterlife. Oh my god, he didn't wanna be dead. Oh, Larry went to heaven and he broke out of it. He went to outer space and he threw a giant fit. Oh no, oh no, no, oh, oh. He pulled out his trusty gun and he shot at the moon, but it fired against him and he died again too soon. Poor Larry didn't want to have anything else, he just wanted a Coke. But he was out of quarters and the machine was broke. Now he's gone, Larry's gone. Larry had a dream, it was peaceful to him, he was sipping on a Coke. When he awoke he got very mad, the universe officially made Larry sad. He tapped into his third eye, his enemy inside, did a Kamehameha and then the galaxy died. Oh, did we die, did we come back alive in a place ruled by his weariness?
Oh my goodness, yeah, you're going to have to go and listen to the rest of it to find out what happens to poor Larry on that one. I love the idea of taking like one thing you see and just building this epic tale out of it, like the fact that he I know it looked dark obviously, but yeah, just the fact that he was dreaming that he was sipping a Coke and then he woke up and got angry all over again. There's something about that kind of level of just dark ridiculousness that makes me laugh. All right, but yes, of course, violence bad, and obviously that's very tongue-in-cheek for that particular tune, but yeah, just really well written and well constructed. I like it a lot. Alrighty, it is time for our toilet break. can't even think. And this week we're going to listen to a little bit of Clayton von Kluge for a little bit of a wee toilet break. And Clayton says this is a chill beat hip hop instrumental. Now, you and others may ask, is there samples in this? My answer is, oh yeah, I think it's all samples. Even parts of the drum beat are one-shot samples from Machine. I wanted to go through and remix some old stuff and submit it because my main PC took a dump on me. Kaput. Bummer. I hope you like it. Thanks for everything you've done for me and the community, Pete. You are welcome. So let's get a little bit of Clayton Von Kluge in your ear holes. I'll be back for a big second half, so you don't want to go anywhere because we got some amazing music coming in part 2. I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll leave you with some Clayton Von Kluge. Very cool stuff there from Mr. Clayton Von Kluge, and in pure Von Kluge style. I think he was even here earlier, but Clayton Von Kluge always around unless we're playing his music, and then nowhere to be seen. Where is everyone from? I'm from Adelaide, South Australia. But yeah, if you're here in the chat, we haven't shared that for a while. We've got a few new folks here, so feel free to share. We got folks from all over. We got folks from the UK and Europe. We got Canadians, plenty of them, because Canadians are awesome. And there's no hockey on tonight, so there, Canadians can all hang out. We got folks from the US, and we got plenty of Australian folks just like me, and we even dip into New Zealand from time to time. Speaking of Australian, it is time for the big second half, and we start off the second half every week with our Under the Covers segment. Yeah, if you want to get under the covers with Pete, that's really creepy. But if you listen to some cool cover songs, we got them coming up for you. And we're going to start right here in Australia with the Lily Pellies, who say, "G'day, Pete. I'm in the stream. I'm if I'm in the stream during this edition of YML, it means the Wi-Fi on my flight is working. There you go. What is Love is a collab with the awesome Aussie multi-instrumentalist Lee from Leroy's Musical Journey. I hope you like this slightly less electronic version of the Howard Jones classic, What is Love? Very cool indeed. Howard Jones, one of the cool synth crooners of the 1980s along the lines of Nick Kershaw and others, and I dig this tune. So let's see what Leroy and the Lily Pillies can do with this one here on Your Music Live Under the Covers.
Sometimes I find you doubt my love for you, but I don't mind. Why should I mind? Why should I mind? What is love anyway? Does anybody love anybody anyway? What is love anyway? Does anybody love anybody anyway? Whoa. Can anybody love anyone so much that they will never fear, never worry, never be sad? The answer is they cannot love so much, nobody can. This is why I don't mind you doubting. What is love? What is love? Anyway, does anybody love anybody anyway? What is love? Anyway, does anybody love anybody anyway? Whoa, 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 And maybe love is letting people be just what they want to be. The door always must be left unlocked. To love when circumstance may lead someone away from you, and not to spend the time just doubting. What is love? Anyway, does anybody
Very cool stuff there from Manny and the Lily Pillies, along with Lee from Leroy. There you go. Very cool stuff there indeed from the Lily Pillies, and cool cover from an 80s classic there, Howard Jones. We got a bunch more covers to play for you here today, including this next one. We're gonna shimmy on over the ocean to Germany and check this one out from Welten Kinder. He says, remix out of the promo snippet for the new album of Depeche Mode. There you go. We're continuing with that 80s theme. He says, I used vocals and guitar out of it. The rest were made in Logic. So why don't we jump on over and take a listen to a little bit of Depeche Mode remixed here by our friend Welten Kinder here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Velton Kinder. Now, I don't know the full story behind that, but I'm assuming that there was a little sort of preview. Depeche Mode put out a little bit of a snippet of their upcoming track, and Velton Kinder grabbed it and made a song. Like that's what I love. I love just doing things. Yeah, always does the coolest music. Just doing things, experimenting. Music can be so many different things to so many people, and that one was super cool there. Velton covered in style for shores. All right, I would like you to do a couple of things. I would like you to get your jazz hands in the air. I would like you to wave them like you just don't care, because next up we have Micah Rocks, Autism Rocks, Danny and Micah, and they've got a cover of the Hootie and the Blowfish classic. Yeah, we've got a Hootie and the Blowfish sighting in the wild. This is their track, Hold My Hand. Micah Rocks here on Your Music Live. Danny and Micah there, Hootie and or the Blowfish, and Hold My Hand on Your Music Live under the covers. And we've got a couple more covers to go. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, Sharon is Karen, especially when it's Hootie and his Blowfish. I wonder if Hootie's a very popular name. You know how they put out those lists of the most popular baby names? I wonder if Hootie's ever cracked the, top 1,000. I don't know many Hooties personally. Anyone know a Hootie? No, not so much. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Are they a Canadian band? Maybe Hootie's big in Canada. Say, hey, let's go get some Timbits. I almost started New Zealand there. Let's go watch a hockey game and get some Timbits and hang out with Hootie and his Blowfish. Oh, God. All right, I'm offending every Canadian that's ever lived. Well done, Johns. You've got lots of Canadians in your audience. How about you steer clear of them? All right, Mr. Chillax, save me. He says, good day, Pete. Here's another song from the anime classroom of the elite. Would like to get some feedback if possible. Thank you. All right, well, let's listen. Let's listen with a critical ear hole to this one, shall we? Beautiful Soldier, Mr. Chillax on Your Music Live. Very cool. That's some Burt Bacharach level stuff going on there. Almost swore. Really good stuff there from Mr. Chillax. I dig it. What I liked about that was like the chords were beautiful, but you can tell when someone's either played or programmed a piano really well because it's not like that clung. Like sometimes when you got virtual instruments, it's too easy to just let's just grid it up. Let's just use some quantization. And you miss out on those little piano rolls into the chords, like the bring, ding, ding, bring, right? That's what makes it sound pro. Exactly. Amazing playing. Agreed. Good stuff there from our friends, Mr. Chillax. We've got one more cover for you, crew. And we're going to finish with a cover of a Sheryl Crow tune called Forever. This is Wild Rose CC, who says that this one was a test for my vocals, which during allergy season was a true challenge. I enjoy using the GarageBand vocal effects in the bridge. Try to get there. Thanks, Pete. It's a feel-good song and video. Well, let's get ready to feel good, shall we? With Forever, Sheryl Crow cover from Wild Rose CC on Your Music Live.
Lay your head down, don't you worry tonight. You can't fix the world no matter how you try. Give it some time, you will find everything is alright. There's no such thing as forever, but you and me, we got today. And every moment we're together, I know there is a heaven, 'cause you make me feel that way.
Definitely some very cool vocalists on the show tonight, and some cool vocals there from Wild Rose CC. I'm not sure we made it to the bridge. I'm sorry. We got 2 minutes in, but yeah, really nice. I like it. I dig it, and I'm glad you shared it. So an eclectic mix of cover songs. We ran the gamut there, but they were all super cool, and I hope you enjoyed the collection of covers. Time to sneak out from under the covers. Thank you. You're dismissed. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's continue on with this next track. This is from the band Rain, who says, Antiverta is an instrumental song. Antiverta is the goddess of the future. There you go. This is recorded at Empire Sound Studio with Glenn. Hang on, let's do this. On guitar, Christopher Broussard. On guitars, Chris Koff. On bass, Bobby Hall. On drums, Stephen Napolitano. And mixed and mastered by Glenn Gonzalez Jaman. No? Okay. Let's play this song. It's Rain, and we're going to play it here live on Your Music Live. just have a way of just sitting together in the pocket and just grooving hardcore. Very, very nicely done there. Rockin', yep, rocks for sure from Rain. So go check out the album and all the other tracks from the band Rain down in the description. You know you want to. Thank you for being here. If you're having some fun, don't forget to hit the thumb fun. That rhymes, and you know that rhymes. Don't forget to share the show, because sharing is caring. We've had a few folks who've joined us tonight that found the show for the first time. So if that's you, yeah, you're missing out. If you're not here every week, we're here for 2 hours every single gosh darn week. And we do it all thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, who bring the awesome and provide us with the ability to play your indie music week in, week out. And if you want to release your music, I highly recommend you do it using the wonderful folks at DistroKid. Next up, we've got a track from Mr. Scott Stark, and he says a song based on a New York Times science section article about trafficking of kangaroos in India as illegal pets. I don't have a SoundCloud account, sorry, and there's no video. So this link is to my own website. Title is Marsupials. I like it. So we're going to bring this one up and give it a spin here. And I highly recommend, if you need to share your music, Scott, check out slaps.com from our friends at DistroKid. We talked about it in the first half. But let's play this one here, shall we? Marsupials from Scott Stark. Your Music Live.
Destined to be exotic pets for rich customers willing to pay a premium for unusual fauna. 3 were found and 1 later died. Marsupials in the wild cannot survive without community. They are mammals and not plants, more amphibians. Smuggled into the country, 1 or 2 at a time, not part of a group.
Wow, that's a powerful song, Scott. Powerful voice. Loved the doubled up vocals there, sort of singing the same line, but then the slight harmonies at points as well. And yeah, a topic that doesn't get a lot of attention, but yeah, it's yes, rich people messing with things in the worst possible way. And yeah, if you're someone like me who digs on the animals and doesn't want them to be abused and exploited, yeah, and I had no idea that kangaroos as pets. I mean, yeah, here in Australia, the only people that have kangaroos as quote unquote pets are people that like live up in the bush. And I had one of my aunties used to look after joeys, like baby kangaroos that like lost their mothers and stuff. So she would raise them and then wean them and then send them back to the wild. So yeah, it's disturbing as balls that there's people in the world that will do that sort of thing. It's like, I'm strong and bigger than these creatures, so I'm going to take advantage of them. It's like, yeah, you got to be a different kind of evil to do that, don't you? All right, we're going to play one more song, and then we're going to do our second Play My Fire beat of the day, because we've only got about sort of 8 or 9 songs to go. So we're going to give you an opportunity to have one of your songs play. Whether you've had a song featured or not, you can have a double feature, or if you haven't had a song here today, you'll have a chance to have one of your songs played right here on the show after this one. This is beautiful. This is from the Irukandji Syndrome, and this is a lullaby for my 9-month-old son, mostly written while actually trying to get him to sleep. I can attest to this, I can appreciate this, and I can relate to this in a big bad way. It is called Tired I've, the Irukandji Syndrome, on Your Music Live.
Go to sleep, I'll see you in the morning. Close your eyes, lay down your head, and we'll meet up in our dreams. You're so tired, little one. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Don't be scared, your daddy's here. So why don't you go to sleep? I'll see you when you wake up. Close your eyes, lay down your head, and we'll meet up in our dreams.
How nice is that? Tired Eyes. Yeah, I think there's very few of us that have kids that haven't made up songs while trying to get our children to sleep. It's I look back on it now, and it's one of the things that I miss is, like rocking a baby to sleep. But let me tell you, in the moment, it's like their little devil spawn, because it can take several hours sometimes, and you just think they're asleep, and then boom, they're awake again. So yeah, I had a similar song that I would sing ad nauseum as I wandered around rocking my kids to sleep, but wouldn't change it for the world, as I'm sure the artist of that song also wouldn't change it for the world. Let's go over here to our giveaway tool, and we're going to bring up and do our second Play My Fire beat. And what should we go old school here? Let's see. Well, yeah, we will. We'll go. Oh, I gotta put the words in here. We'll go fire. So it's just going to be hashtag fire, old school way of doing things. So all you need to do is put hashtag. That's the cross, the noughts and crosses grid. Hashtag fire. Everyone knows what a hashtag is these days. It's funny, isn't it? What do we used to call it? The pound. In America, they call it the pound sign. Just hit the pound sign and then 9. And I'm just like, that's a pound sign? Oh, not like a British pound, and not like I'm going to pound you. I have no idea where the cross, the hash became a pound sign. But anyway, people don't probably have to do that anymore because no one uses those old automated systems. Just hit the pound sign and then 9, and you'll get through to an operator. Anyway, so we've got folks entries coming in. We've got 16 entries, 17 in there right now. So all you need to do is be like Russ, and put hashtag fire in the chat, and you'll have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here on the show. And while we wait for that, why don't we grab another tune here? This one is from our friend Michael Thompson. This is called When We Were Young. And he says, "Hi Pete, this is a song from Lily the Rock Opera. The song is Lily and Eddie, Lily's partner, reflecting on the early days. The pictures are actually my music. Begins from 3 years old to 18. Very cool. So let's have a listen to this one, shall we? Mr. Michael Thompson and When We Were Young on Your Music Live.
We
I love it. Very, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, love the photo montage going on there. All very cool. Yeah, the leads, like just, yeah, those guitar leads just ripping in there. Really, really good stuff. And I like watching the montage going through there with the old school photos and the old 60s gear, as someone mentioned there. Very cool. I know, you got a little bit of guitar solo. But if you do want to listen to the entire part of the entire song, in fact, not just that 2 minutes, you can go ahead and do that down in the description. You know what we should do? We should have Michael, because we've got a couple of minutes left of that track. Let's have that as our background music while we do our giveaway. And I'm not going to even give you any more time because we've already got 24 entries in there. So good luck, everybody. Let's spin that wheel with a little Michael in the background. Good luck. Who's it going to be? We're going to play a song from No Way. That's awesome. It was meant to be. Again, I don't predetermine the timing of these. I was going to do the fire beat a couple of songs earlier, but I kind of held off a little bit and play Michael's tune. And then Michael's getting a twofer, a double feature. We're going to have some extra Michael Thompson, which is cool. I dig it. So, Michael, if you would like to just put the platform, the name of the track, and your artist name, just throw those right here in the chat, and I'll be able to play those right here, right now. But while we wait for Michael to decide the second track that we'll be playing of his today, let's grab this one. This is from Uncle Mike and the Detention. And they say, "Hi Pete, you were kind enough to play my song Believe a few months back on your show. The positive feedback I got from you and your audience inspired me to make my first music video for it. It was a bit of a struggle using iMovie for the first time, but I'm pleased how it turned out. I know you have a lot of songs to be played, and you just played the song a few months ago, but I thought the video might have an interest to people who are inspired by its creation. Believe is a song about life and how hard the journey can be. The song's theme is you gotta keep going to climb the mountain. Ain't that the absolute truth?" So I wanted to play this because it is Rocktober. I know Jade Starr's creating a video. Many folks are creating videos for their Song Timber songs and others. So we are going to jump in here and give this one a spin. This is Believe from Uncle Mike and the Detention on Your Music Live.
Julie's a single mother, and she's low on hope. She walks on eggshells, doesn't want to rock the boat. Company's struggling, she's under the microscope. The toxic environment is so cutthroat. Got a second job to keep the family afloat. It's a hard road, baby. It's a hard road. It's a hard road. It's a hard road.
How cool is that? Excellent stuff for your first ever video created in iMovie. You got some cool green screen going on there, some nice little clips shot in there, and yeah, really good stuff. So thank you for sharing that one. It was good to play it again and see the evolution of that song and creating a video. That's what I love seeing around this community. We got folks that come in here, create their first songs, and then they're creating their first music video, and then the sky's literally the limit. So just keep doing your thing. I dig it. Alrighty, anyone want to climb a mountain? I'm off to do some mountain climbing straight after the show. Thanks for asking. But yeah, just sticks in your head, doesn't it? A real earworm, I think, as Thomas Christ said. Yeah, remember, very memorable song. Speaking of memorable songs, Michael Thompson creates some memorable songs. And Michael was super kind and said, let one of the newer folks have their song played. And it's like, yes, but then how do we pick out of the newer folks? Yeah. So I'm going to play another Michael Thompson tune here, but I just wanted to call out Michael for being super generous and saying, give it to one of the new folks. New folks, submit your own songs, use the link down below, and yeah, play along next week. We do this 2 times every week, the Play My Firebeat segment, so it is always fair. It's always 100% above board, because I'm far too lazy to rig anything. I just use the random generator that StreamYard provide. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Michael has asked for this track, which is Lily, and this is Michael Thompson on Your Music Live, his second track.
Lily was nice, Lily was kind, Lily was dear. Where did she disappear? Lily, Lily, Lily liked to roam. Lily, Lily, Lily ran away from home. Lily, Lily, Lily was the rock and roll queen. Lily, Lily was nice, Lily was kind. Where did she disappear? Lily, 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 where have you gone? Lily, 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 will you ever come home? Lily, 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 will you stop and roam? Lily was nice, Lily was kind, Lily was pure. Where did she disappear?
Good old Lily there, Michael Thompson, and a twofer here on the show this week. Very cool stuff indeed. I want to do a rock opera. When I grow up, I want to do a rock opera. Michael, what are your tips for creating a rock opera? Just summarize them in one sentence, please. Very cool stuff there. Indeed. Lily was cool. Lily was kind. Indeed. All right, let's continue on here. What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks to go. We're going to finish closer to on time than we have finished on time for a while. Let's play this next one. This is from our friend Michael, aka Zealand Band, and he's got a little ditty for us called "The Sound of the Beat." He says, "Cornered with no hope in sight, a Kafka-esque journey." Kafka-esque, very interesting stuff. You folks are often much smarter than I am. Let's give this one a spin. It is "The Sound of the Beat." Michael, aka Zealand Band, Your Music Live.
There was blood on the table, but it wasn't my blood. There were words in my mouth I couldn't get out. There was a start and a finish, but nothing in like a book with no words. Dream within a dream. All I could think of was all I had to do. I was stuck in the middle, stranded without a clue. They soon would be coming, looking to accuse. Questions would come later, but first would come abuse. How can you explain when you really don't know? With the pain to be delivered before the blow. I played it in vain, acknowledging defeat. The vision of death, the sound of the beat.
Definitely the most deepest and trippy of Michael's tunes that I've heard before. Michael always bringing something a bit different. An absolutely prolific creator. I like the little effect there too, by the way, with the spinning disc around the outside there. That's kind of cool. I like it. Nicely done. Yeah, very deep. Very deep little soundscape going on there. Hello, folks. Hello, Joe Motta, who's joined us here. Hello to Rena. Rena, I think I owe you an email. I think you sent me a few emails. I'm about a week or two behind at the moment on emails. So yeah, if you reach out to me, I do get back to you eventually, hopefully. If I don't, it's not deliberate. It's nothing personal. All right, let's grab our next tune here. This one is from Phantom Agents. This is our buddy Clint Kelleher, aka Phantom Agents, and he says, "Got a punk song for your punk show." I didn't know if I was doing a punk show. I did create some punk last week, and I'm creating some metal tomorrow. Yeah, join me for GarageBand Weekly. Even if you're not a GarageBand user, watch Pete try and create metal. It could be very interesting. But for now, we're going to play this one, Phantom Agents, and a track called Back Home here on Your Music Live.
I used to be smart, yeah, I used to be dark. All the life out of me has been sucked. I call the ruckus and focus on this slut, this basic bitch that left me in this rut. I wanna get on, I wanna get away, but every time I hear her say, get back home, you better be quick. So you better suck your fucking alone.
Bit of punk there from Phantom Agents. Yeah, definitely a departure from the more kind of dancey vibes that we normally get from Clint, but definitely appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. How good's the punk rock vibe and the video? Clint's always got the most interesting little clips and bits of video going on in his tracks, so love it a lot. Good stuff there. Guess what, folks? We've only got 3 songs left. I know. Hasn't that 2 hours just flown by? What do they say? Time flies when you're having fun. And I definitely had some fun here today with you. Did you have fun? If you did, if you hit that little thumbs up button down below, that really does help out. If you hit the thumbs down button, if you didn't have fun, that's also fine. Just leave me a comment. I often say that, like when people leave thumbs down and then they don't tell me why, I feel sad. But when they say, you suck, Johns, for these following reasons, at least I got something to work on, right? Just give me some reasons. Give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my darling, show me that you're mine, girl. No, no. What is that? What band is that? What artist is that? Peter Andre, maybe? Anyway, this is our anti-penultimate song, which means our third to last song. This is from Dekuna, who say, this track is about being depressed, a depressed individual having a crush on another depressed person, but the other person isn't interested. I recorded the vocals during a music project that I take part in called Circle of Light and had the lyrics written for a while before I decided to record it. So let's take a listen to this one. This is called You Were My Everything from Dekuna on Your Music Live. Love the ambience, love the background sounds, love the vibe and the beat. Very, very cool stuff. Cool, interesting topic there, and just, yeah, you can feel the passion in that one from Dekuna. You Were My Everything here on Your Music Live, our anti-penultimate song. Very cool indeed. We've got 2 more songs to go here on the list today, and yes, we do have a backlog. We are running a backlog at the moment, so we will need to catch up hopefully over the next couple of weeks. So unfortunately, I can't play every song the week it's submitted because yeah, it often takes a little while to get caught up. It's a lovely problem to have, but it just means that we need to wait on some of these things. I know waiting's the hardest part. I could take a leaf out of Thomas and Metalhead Hippie's book and do a 6-hour show, but as you can tell by some of the things I've been saying in the last 10 minutes, once I hit about the 2-hour mark, I kind of lose my ever-loving mind, and as entertaining as that could be, I'll eventually say something that I don't mean to. And then you folks will go, "Well, we're not watching Johns anymore." And DistroKid will say, "Why are we sponsoring this clown?" So we'll keep it around the 2-hour marks to keep everyone safe. Let's grab our penultimate song. This one is from Mr. Frank Terzo, and he says, many people experience adversity in life. Adversity comes in many shapes and forms. This song is about resilience and perseverance, which is what we see on the other side of adversity. We must embrace the struggles we face today, as they will serve a purpose in our life tomorrow. Don't let the hardships break you, let them make you. Right? Yeah, you can't see it because I've got a green screen, but behind me is a little sign that says life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. It's something I try to live by every day, and I say this to my kids. I'm like, the challenges. People like, especially when people are going through tough times, it's like, I'll give you thoughts and prayers. And I'm like, no, I give you courage and resilience. Because if you can have the courage to push through and you can have the resilience to bounce back, I think those are a lot better than all the thoughts and prayers in the world. Lovely sentiment. Not that useful in practicality. Anyway, let's give this one a spin. Mr. Frank Terzo, Can't Break Me, Your Music Live.
do the things I've done. Time for one more last goodbye. Song, can you listen to what I say? Wrong, when trouble finds a way. I've been up Shit's Creek with the broken paddle, swam my way with the chain and anchor, crawled my way through the drowns of whiskey and the cans. They can't break me. Moving on, there ain't no rest for a wanted man. Oh, with the price tag on his head. Right, with the pistol in my bag. I was headed west cross Highway 1 when they stopped me in my tracks. But I've been up Shit's Creek with the broken paddle, swam my way with the chain and anchor, crawled my way through the drowns of whiskey in the can. They can't break me.
Just some epic southern rock kind of stadium rock band vibes there from Mr. Frank Turzo. Just amazing, amazing stuff there. Yeah, how about that fire guitar and that great build into the chorus with the big hook. They can't break me, boom, and it just hits you in the face, and it's awesome. Very good stuff. Yeah, definitely some foot tapping going on there with that one. I dig it. And I love the video. Like, just simple and effective. It just makes you like, yeah, that's where I want to be. Just cruising down the highway, going to a show, stopping on the byway, playing rock and roll. Don't forget, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. All right. Do go down to the description and check out that one from Frank and all of the amazing tracks. We've had nearly 40 tracks here in 2 hours. So please go and support the folks who support this show. Speaking of folks who support this show, the wonderful DistroKid, our sponsor of this show. Go to slaps.com. Make sure you sign up there. It's free, and you can check out all the amazing artists that share their work over there. And then when you're ready to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon, all the places, DistroKid got you covered. Save yourself a big 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Use the link up there or that little jitty there. Do you know what I've realized here? I've had a little bit of edge for the entire show. That's professionalism right there. I didn't notice until the very end, and you probably didn't until I just showed you. And now you're going to go back and look at it, aren't you? You can just see a little tiny bit. Or maybe I bumped it during the show. I'm going to go with that. All right, let's finish up here. We've got our final song here. And this is from a band that we've heard from a few times before here. They're always a bit of a crowd favorite, and it's King of Rockets. And they say, "Hi, Pete. This is probably going to be my last release of the year, as I'll be taking a break for a while to recharge my creative batteries." Yes, good. Always a good idea. It's been a real pleasure being part of the YML community. Take care, my friend, and thanks everyone for listening to my music. So this is an interesting one because I like the title of this song, because when my daughter was having a few sort of challenges with getting to sleep and a few sort of anxiety issues, there's a technique called "Don't Think of a Purple Elephant," which is like you can't not think of a purple elephant once you start thinking of it. So this track is probably going to be an absolute rocker because it's got a very cool concept there. It is King of Rockets, and it's "Don't Think of an Elephant." Thanks everyone for being here. Your Music Live is almost in the can. This is our final, ultimate song.
with the thoughts of a cruel imagination, telling him a lie, telling him that something's wrong with his world. Feelings are just a chemical reaction responsible for dissatisfaction. Rise above, rise above, rise above it all, rise above it all, it all. Don't try too hard to make a new start. Don't think of an elephant.
Don't think of an elephant, King of Rockets there to finish off the show. Yes, don't think of that elephant. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you to everyone for your contributions. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you had a good time. Don't forget to check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, and catch me tomorrow. I'm going to make some metal on GarageBand Weekly. Thanks everyone for being here. You're awesome. Remember, please take care of yourself. Take care of others. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time on Your Music Live. Bye for now.